Last night we told you about the problems plaguing the Veterans Administration. Now, while administrators promise that they are trying to improve the system, complaints about long waits and treatment continue to come in. Fox 17's Meagan O'Halloran live right now outside the Nashville VA hospital with more of our continuing coverage. Meagan?
Well, Scott, Gerald Ray Kolsch gave us permission to access his medical records here at the VA. Right now, he has 6 doctor's appointments on schedule between now and October, but he says his problems go way beyond just getting in to see a doctor.
Just outside of Waverly, Gerald Ray Kolsch is at it again.
Well, I usually get up about 6 o'clock, and there ain't too much I can do. Just kind of feed these things a little bit, you know.
The disabled veteran is having a hard time maintaining his property. His farm is falling apart. Every day, the livestock runs wild. Over the years, his place slowly turned into a junkyard.
Would you say this place is getting out of control?
What is out of control? I mean, you can't even do any mechanical work if you can't pull over 5 pounds on a wrench.
Kolsch says it all started back in 2010. He claims the Nashville VA hospital dismissed his herniated disc as arthritis. And in the 4 years since then, Kolsch claims he developed a hernia, which was also not treated properly.
All they do is give me a belt to wear and tell me to go home.
From there, problems escalated even more.
They treat you like a bunch of animals, just run you through there. They don't care about you.
Kolsch claims the breaking point came when he was sitting in the Nashville VA hospital lobby in excruciating pain after getting a shot and unable to drive himself home. According to Kolsch, hospital police kicked him out.
He says, "Get out of here or go to jail." I said, "This is the VA hospital and I'm a veteran." He says, "I ain't telling you again."
Against his will, Kolsch left, but he didn't come back here to his Waverly farm. Instead, he says he drove himself to the Vanderbilt emergency room.
The doctor there told me that I was on the verge of having a heart attack or a stroke with my blood pressure that high.
The Nashville VA says it has no recent record of Kolsch ever filing a complaint. Kolsch claims that's because the patient advocate department didn't follow procedure.
I said, "I want to file a complaint for not getting nothing done." He looked at me, reached over at his computer, hit it a couple times like that. Says, "Okay, your complaint is filed." I says, "Well, if you filed a complaint that fast, can I have a copy of it?" He says, "No."
Kolsch is learning to live with his ongoing medical problems. He has 2 more appointments with a new doctor at the Nashville VA next week. But he says getting an appointment is only half the battle. Now he's just hoping to finally get the care he deserves.
Right now, the VA is looking into these specific allegations since we first brought Mr. Kolsch's case to light. A spokeswoman says that the VA police will never escort a veteran off property without first allowing the veteran an opportunity to seek medical care. That spokeswoman went on to say that the VA hospital offers further assistance if a veteran has nowhere to go. We're live from the West End tonight. Meagan O'Halloran, Fox 17 News.
In Florida, a Marine Corps veteran who went to a VA clinic there to get a refill on pain medication wound up being forgotten in a patient room and locked inside when the clinic closed. Take a look at some video. The 53-year-old Jeffrey Duck, he shot it with his cell phone camera after discovering he had been forgotten and was in there all alone. Duck says it is a symptom of a larger problem where the VA continues to let veterans down.
If they can't keep that straight, then how are they gonna keep the more important things straight? So it's just an indication that there's still a lot more for them to do.
Duck called police there who disabled the clinic's alarm so he could get out. The VA has since apologized and says it is looking at its closing procedures so this sort of thing doesn't happen again.